You are too easy to reach, and it is costing you everything, not your money, not your job, your respect, the way people see you, the way they treat you, the way they talk about you when you are not in the room. All of it is being affected by one thing. You are too available. And the worst part is you did this to yourself, not by being weak, not by being stupid, but by always being there, always replying, always showing up, always saying yes, always making it easy for people to reach you, use you, and forget about you. And Machiavelli, the coldest mind in history, saw this trap centuries ago. He watched kings lose everything, not because they were defeated on the battlefield, but because they became too easy to reach, too predictable, too familiar, too accessible. And he left behind one rule that changes everything once you truly understand it. Scarcity creates power. Availability destroys it. Think about the things you want most in life. Were they easy to get? Were they always just sitting there waiting for you? No. The things you value most are the things that were hardest to get, the things that could have gone to someone else, the things you had to earn, the things that were never guaranteed. And here is the truth nobody tells you. That same rule applies to you, to your time, to your presence, to your attention. The moment you make yourself available to everyone, you become valuable to no one, because people do not respect what they can always have. They only value what they might lose. Machiavelli saw this play out his entire life. He watched rulers who were generous with their time get ignored. He watched men who opened their doors to everyone get walked over. And he watched the ones who controlled access to themselves, command rooms, without saying a single word. Not because they were cruel, not because they were cold, because they understood one simple thing. When people can have you, whenever they want you, they stop wanting you. This is the first thing you need to understand. Your presence is a resource, and like every resource, it runs out. Right now, you are spending it, like it is unlimited, replying to everyone, showing up everywhere, saying yes to everything. And every time you do that, you send a message. The message is, my time is cheap. My attention costs nothing. You can have me whenever you want. And people hear that message even when you do not say it out loud. They feel it, and they treat you accordingly. Look at the relationships in your life where you feel most disrespected, most taken for granted. I guarantee you that in every single one of them, you were too available. You replied too fast. You showed up too often. You made it too easy. You never let them wonder where you were. You never let them feel what it would be like without you. And so they never had to think about it. They never had to value it, because it was always just there, like air. And nobody thinks about air until it is gone. Machiavelli's second rule is this: distance creates desire, the people you cannot stop thinking about. Were they always available? Were they always texting back in seconds? Were they always free whenever you called? No, they were the ones you could not quite figure out, the ones whose attention felt like a reward, the ones who left early and made you wonder why, the ones who did not reply right away and made you rethink what you said. That pull you felt was not an accident. That was scarcity working on you. And Machiavelli would tell you that you can create that same effect. not by playing games, but by actually valuing your own time enough to protect it. Here is what most people get wrong about this. They think being unavailable means being cold, distant, rude. It does not. It means being selective. It means your yes means something, because your no exists. It means when you show up, people notice, because you do not always show up. It means when you speak, people listen, because you do not always speak. You are not punishing anyone. You are simply making yourself rare. And rare things are treated with care in a way that common things never are. The third thing Machiavelli understood, and this is the one most people resist the most, is that you have to let people feel your absence, not your anger. Not your rejection, your absence. There is a big difference when you disappear with drama, with arguments, with confrontations, with long explanations. You give them something to react to. You give them a role to play. But when you simply become less available, quietly, consistently, without making a scene, something completely different happens. They start to notice. They start to wonder. They start to feel the space you use to fill. And in that space, desire grows. Because people do not value what they have. They value what they are starting to lose. Think about it from your own experience. Has anyone ever become more interesting to you the moment they became less available? Has anyone ever gone from back